Dynamis Software is excited to announce the first release of our proposal generator. This is a combination of enhancements and updates to some of our most popular reports, as well as the addition of new reports that are designed to provide you a high-impact visual presentation that is sure to engage employer prospects and clients. Let's take a look at the reports in the order we might actually use them in an employer presentation. First, we have the coverage period overview. This allows us to be able to set up the expectation on what's going to be covered in a presentation. It takes a snapshot of all of the plan groups we have created and then allows us to compare them at a high level and includes talking points so that we're able to set up the conversation for each of these particular plan groups. Notice that for each plan group, we're able to show total premium, add to that budgeted HSA and HRA cost to come up with a total cost of that particular plan group. We then are able to break out the collective employee contribution and focus on the employer cost of each one of the plan groups and are able to look at that relative to any budget number we might be using. By being able to include plan group notes, it really allows us to create a clear expectation of what we have ready to present for that employer. Next report is the plan group comparison. There are times when we want to get out of the dashboard and look at one plan group against another. And here we're able to see a current dual choice versus a renewal dual choice, and we can see that we're able to clearly see the employer cost of each plan group, but also get a snapshot of the benefits provided by each plan design as well. The next report is a new report, Plan Design Comparison. The Plan Design Comparison report allows us to pull plan designs out of their plan groups and compare them side by side. In this scenario, we're looking at the base plan of a dual option alongside the renewal and two proposed options as well. This is intended to provide a high-level comparison of each plan design, but it allows us to look at plan designs from a different perspective. If you take a look at the top, we start with outlining the deductible, coinsurance, and out-of-pocket maximum. To that, we include any employer funding to come up with a net out-of-pocket max similar to what we do in the dashboard. To that, we are now able to add the employee's annual cost and really combine those two impact points to come up with employee maximum annual cost. That really represents a true potential exposure for an employee in terms of claims and what they pay for that coverage. Employee max annual cost actually allows us to have another metric to measure plan designs by. Underneath the employee maximum annual cost, we get a comparison of both the medical and RX copays. Throughout the illustration, you'll notice red and green. Red indicates negative impact to employee compared to the baseline current plan. Green represents an improvement. We can see that both in the benefits when we're looking at deductible, coinsurance, or copays. We also see it in the financial breakout based on what the employees pay for that coverage. You'll notice at the bottom we've included now the annual insurance premium for each one of the plan designs and allow us to really see how that premium, contribution from the employer, budgeted HRA and HSA cost add up to the employer annual cost. Again, intended to be able to provide a quick snapshot of how plan designs compare independent of their plan groups. The final report is the Plan Design Detail Report. This is a new report that really allows us a chance to zoom in and focus on specific details of a plan design instead of just looking at a high-level comparison. This is really where we allow you to take the different notes from all different levels. Medical plan notes, copay notes, plan design notes, RX plan notes, and really provide that additional layer of detail, along with the financial overview with all of the breakouts between employer and employee. You can see here under the medical notes that we've been able to indicate what the out-of-network benefits might look like. Those medical notes can be stored in plans in the library so that every time that medical plan is used, those notes are represented here in this report. So by being able to provide a report that sets up the expectation of what we're going to look at and then be able to supplement the presentation in the dashboard with plan group comparisons and plan design comparisons, zoom into plan design detail when needed. The combination of the dashboard and the reports are guaranteed to give a visual, impactful presentation that differentiates us from our spreadsheet-wielding competitors. Look to the tutorials in the Help menu for specific tutorials on each of the new reports in the proposal generator. This will give you further instruction on not just how to build and what options we have when running reports, but also some best practices on how to incorporate them in and get the most out of your presentation with your employers.